Welcome to Chat on the Sofa. It's really good to have you with us today.
Good morning. Nice to be here.
Excellent.
My front room anyway.
So can you tell us 2 things about yourself?
Well, when I was a baby, I was adopted into a nice Christian family, and I had 4 brothers and 2 sisters, twin sisters. So yeah, and it's been good. Grew up in the 70s and the 80s. And the second thing is I had a hole in the heart operation when I was 8 years old. So I had 3 blocked arteries, and they had to operate on me when I was 8 years old, and I came through it, flying colours, thanks to God. And here I am.
So good. We're glad you're still here.
Yeah.
And you were working throughout 2020. So what was that like, especially in the first lockdown and then as that went on? And tell us where you work as well.
I will do, yes. I work for Waitrose Leon C, and it was surreal. It was really crazy. The first 2 weeks was like everybody just panicked and stripped the shelves of everything, food, toilet rolls, you name it. It flew off, and we really struggled. You know, the warehouses couldn't keep us full. It was just madness. It was, and eventually you felt sorry for the elderly people and the young mothers. They couldn't get what they wanted. Even the staff couldn't get what they wanted. So like we had to start doing different things different ways. It was pretty mad. And then we managed to put restrictions in, and people settled down. But the first lockdown was it was more of a lockdown than it is now. But it went all right. It was I don't think I panicked or anything like that, because I believed in God, and I wasn't worried about anything. It kept me calm. I did have one period where I had to isolate for 14 days. That was hard, not being able to see my daughter. And I only saw 3 people. Who family dropped food around, and the church dropped food around, FCF, so they all helped out. And I was online as well on Zoom for weekly home group, so that kept me going, and the church on Sundays, you know, online, so that kept me going. The second lockdown, well, that was well, second wave was more, everybody started getting it, you know. In the first wave, no one at Waitrose got it, so, but we started getting it in the second wave. It's right now, but yeah. So I had to isolate again for 10 days, and I didn't see my daughter. But thanks to God, I didn't have to worry about anything, because, like, you know, he looked after the family, and my daughter was okay, Violet. And no one got it, actually. I lucky enough I didn't spread it around. I'd got it, and I went out isolated and then came back. But yes.
Did you have lots of staff going off at different times?
Yeah, different times. Yeah, not too many staff, but we're contained now. It's all good at Waitrose. We've got lots of guidelines to follow, and we're keeping safe, and the customers are keeping safe. So it's all
Really
good.
And what was it like in the shop, in the store, like the first lockdown? Like, what was the atmosphere like?
First lockdown, we were like sort of worried, but lucky enough, nobody got it the first lockdown. The second, and also we put restrictions in, but that was better. The second lockdown was we had all these controls in, so it wasn't so bad, you know. And everybody started washing their hands, and we had lines and signs, and it went all right. The customers were okay; they were used to it. The second lockdown, and yes, it was much better. But I think people are getting a bit fed up now, queuing up and fed up with doing all this. But complacency, we mustn't get complacent. We just got to keep on doing it until we get through it. And thanks to the NHS, we all love the NHS. We're lucky. I mean, I have to wear a mask 8 or 9 hours, but nowhere near as long as anybody who works in the hospital. Like 12 17 hours working. So yes, so God's been good to us.
Oh, that's good to hear. And Waitrose have obviously made it safer and helped you guys through that panic time of the beginning when everyone was a little bit crazy and yeah.
Madness.
So were there any highlights from 2020? Any good bits?
Yes, I would say I've met more people from the church on Zoom, and thanks to the technicians like Matt getting me onto Zoom and the weekly home group and Sunday morning on Zoom. So yeah, it's been really good actually. It's been nice to keep contact with everybody at church. I still miss going there, still miss the walk and the exercise, but it has been really good. And what can I say? Hopefully it won't be much longer, maybe another year.
I know your home group's been really supportive, haven't they? That's been a real lifeline.
The rest of the gang, yeah. I think it was about 12, 14 of us last night chatting away.
Brilliant.
Yeah. Well, yeah, and also another thing I would say, we did a course as well on what it's like to be a Christian last year on Zoom. That was good. I'm now on the Alpha course this year, so it's going well.
Fantastic. And is there anything that your relationship with God, has anything changed in 2020 over that time?
Well, I've learned to trust him more, and I just, well, how much he loves us and how much he loves me and the family and how he looks after us. So yeah, it's great. What can I say, really? It's just been
brilliant.
Yeah, we're learning all the time.
And is there anything that we as a fellowship could pray for you or for Waitrose at this time?
Well, just to keep us all safe and yeah, to get us all through this healthily and life to get back to normal, reasonably normal anyway. Yeah.
Brilliant. So thank you, Bernie. Thank you for all you've been doing, working hard at Waitrose and keeping things going for people and looking after people as well. It's been really good chatting to you.
Thank you. And I'll see you soon.